Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So the BBC has just released a new trailer for the Doctor Who Christmas special, The Time of the Doctor. So I thought it was time to do a nice long preview for the episode, including a lot of the information that we've received since we got the last trailer. I'm also doing an Ask Emergency Doctor Who Q&A session later. Be sure to subscribe to get it. So this will be a breakdown of all the images and the trailers that the BBC has released so far. So careful for plot spoilers if you want to know anything about the episode. First, the Doctor receives a message from Christmas Town. The town just happens to be on a planet called Trenzalore, as you heard during the first trailer. As you can see in a few of the images, the town is totally decorated for Christmas. The image of Clara in the poster holding the turkey is from her normal Christmas celebration with her pseudo family. We haven't seen Clara at home since before the 50th anniversary episode. She had actually been a nanny previously, but during the 50th anniversary, she had started working as a teacher. It turns out the message the Doctor received is actually a trap set by Tasha Lem, played by Orla Brady, who you may remember from Fringe. Based on the soldiers she's commanding in the trailer, it's possible that she could be part of the church the Doctor encountered in the Time of the Angels, or she could even be part of the Church of the Silence. Remember, during Demon's Run, the church was working with the Headless Monks and the Silence. So this actually looks like a continuation of that partnership to end the Doctor. And don't forget, the prophecy was actually delivered by the Silence. And then there's the rest of the villains. First, the Silence themselves. The Doctor foiled their plot during the wedding of Riversong, but the trap they set in Christmas Town looks like their coup de grace. The trap is actually a time dilation field whereby a small area is trapped in a bubble of time that moves at a much slower rate than time outside of the trap. As a result, during the special, the Doctor will actually age over 300 years. The other villains working with the Silence in the episode include the Centaurans, the Weeping Angels, the Cybermen, and the Daleks. Doesn't this kind of remind you of the Pandorica Opens? All of the universe's worst villains trying to kill the Doctor. We haven't seen the Cybermen in a while. Remember, they tend to assimilate things wherever they go, using the most advanced technology available. Well, what do they do when they're stuck in an old-timey town? They use wood. I can honestly say I never thought I would see a wooden Cyberman. The Doctor does have a few allies inside Christmas Town. There's Albemarle, Marta, and their son Barnacle. The Doctor actually makes Clara stay behind in the TARDIS so that she isn't subject to the effects of the time trap. Let's hope that it's not Albemarle that ends up becoming that wooden Cyberman. Because the mini-war against the Doctor takes so long, a lot of people wondered whether or not Matt Smith would simply age into Peter Capaldi, but as you can see in the images, he just is wearing old age makeup, and there is a confirmed regeneration. You can even see Peter Capaldi's face blurred in the background of the poster. Still though, the mystery is the solution behind the regeneration. Matt Smith is the 11th Doctor, but he's in his 12th body. Look at it this way, because David Tennant's regeneration during Journey's End counts as an actual regeneration, that Doctor becomes the 11th body of the 10th Doctor. So Matt Smith is the 11th Doctor, but he's in his 12th body. Based on traditional rules, he is in his final body, so he will die in this episode unless something happens. There are two big theories. One includes the cracks in the universe, remember from Series 5. I haven't seen a lot of evidence to back it up, but there are claims saying that the Time Lords are responsible for the cracks, and they're going to use those somehow to grant the Doctor extra regenerations in the final moments. We'll call that crack theory. Then there's the possibility that Stephen Moffat could simply just create new logic that kind of twists the rule at 12. I'll call that Moffat theory, and I think that that is more likely. Because Stephen Moffat has a history of bending Doctor Who logic without breaking the rules of classic Doctor Who, I'm thinking that the solution will be something that we haven't considered yet. But let me know what you think in the comments below. What is the solution to the Doctor's regeneration going to be, and what are you looking forward to most in the Christmas special? Besides seeing Peter Capaldi for the first time. I'll be doing tons more Doctor Who videos between now and the actual Christmas special. Be sure to subscribe to get them. I'm also going to be doing a ton of Sherlock videos too. There's a Sherlock minisode coming on the 25th too, so get excited for that. Right now you can click here to get that Ask Emergency Q&A. I'll add the annotation as soon as I post the video. And you can click here to get my Easter egg videos for the 50th anniversary. There are 2 of them. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys tonight. High fives.